How does it feel to be returning to E! News?
It feels good. I kind of took a break from the show about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually, 3 years ago last week, which is hard to believe. It's flown by. But it was the right time. I'd been there a long time. It was definitely my home. And I stayed on with E! For red carpets and
Yes, you did.
specials and the royal wedding and all those great things. But it was just time to kind of move to Chicago, where my husband is from, and we have businesses there, restaurants there.
RPM.
RPM.
Yeah, you sure do.
Thank you. And so my son was starting school, and we always had that understanding. That was when it's time for Duke to start school, we're moving to Chicago. And so that's what we did, and we really settled in there, and it was amazing, and it was also a time to not just be, a mom and a wife and a friend and have all that great free time, but also I had these other businesses that I'd always been working on, and to take them to the next level.
Sure.
You need focus. You need to put time and effort into them. And so that's what I did for the past 3 years, and really grew some of the other businesses as well.
Were you hesitant to return at all? I know at the time when you pulled back, you said you were focusing on family.
Yeah.
Were you hesitant to return back to this full-time E! News?
That's a great question. I mean, I think, look, it took a lot of conversation, my husband and I, and really trying to figure it out, because things are amazing,
Yeah.
We really loved the balance we had in this life that we had created, which was this balance of work life. And so we wanted to make sure that it was the right decision for everyone. This isn't just about me, it's also about my family.
Right.
And so we just thought about it long and hard, but it's interesting, being gone from 3 years, I've been a viewer for 3 years. And not just E! News, the other entertainment news shows, digital, this,
Yeah,
what I mean?
you have time to watch too.
I had time to watch.
Yeah.
And I had time to really watch as a viewer watches instead of being on the other side. And I have had just so many ideas for the past, really especially the past year,
Yeah.
of just different ways we could be doing stuff. All of us could be doing stuff. So it's really interesting going in with this new perspective,
Sure.
Having been away and even not just being at home and working on my businesses, but also like traveling, experiencing new things has given me a totally different perspective. And as a viewer, it's given me a different perspective. So I think that was one of the driving forces was, I feel like the landscape is changing so much.
Right.
With news and entertainment news.
Absolutely.
That how can I be a part of this and bring something fresh and new to people?
Yeah.
So I love a good challenge, and so that's one of the things that really excites me, that and my co-host, Jason Kennedy.
Oh, Jason.
So I love
that so much. You guys must be so excited to be reunited.
We are.
He goes on about you on Instagram. He said you were like a long-lost sister and a best friend. Can you, okay, he's told us how he feels about you. Can you tell us how you feel about him?
I'm laughing because
Is the love returned?
He's so crazy. I mean, I just love him so much. So Jason started at E! 13 years ago. I've been there 16 years. We were very, very young, like children.
You were 7 at the time.
Kids, little kids on TV. And we just hit it off from the beginning.
Yeah.
And look, we were always good friends along the way. But in the past few years, he's become one of my best friends. And he's also become one of my husband's best friends, and his wife is one of my best friends.
That really helps.
So we're couples who vacation together, go to dinner, we all love each other, and we're such good friends that we call each other family. He is truly my brother, she's my sister, and we just love and adore each other so much.
So guys, you want to see more fun stuff? Well, then make sure to subscribe right here for the latest news, interviews, and games with all of your favorite celebrities. Make sure to pick up the latest issue of Us Weekly on newsstands now and head on over to usmagazine.com.